Alright, Shalom. Kahalo Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Yahawashi. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Yakwah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, that's remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Alright, so we're going to get to this lesson here, man. There's going to be a lesson again. There's going to be a lesson on the wealthy. On the wealthy. And this is something that's very what do I want to say? It's an interesting thing that's happening amongst Israel right now that I want to touch on. I want to touch up on later in this lesson. But for right now, let's deal with this. Let's deal with these Edomites. That's what this article is about. It's about John Gilbert. John Gilbert Getty, age 52, heir to his oil tycoon grandfather, J. Paul Getty's $5 billion fortune, is found dead in a hotel room 6 years after his brother Andrew had died, in the latest tragedy to befall the family. So right there at that point, you're already seeing a pattern here. You're already seeing that heirs to this fortune are just dropping like flies. Right? The scriptures say he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Here we go. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 14, verse 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. You see what I'm saying? He shall not. You know what? Let's go to verse 4. It says, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotously. Right? When you get into these oil tycoons, when you get into these young rich individuals, you see the type of lifestyles that they live. You see the kind of lifestyles they live. You know what I'm saying? The tattoos, the what did it say? Riotous. The wild type of nature that they have. You know what I'm saying? Where they get these parties, these big lavish parties. You know, expensive parties, and they got the drugs all over the place. People doing lines and stuff, snorting it through their nose, all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. That's how it goes in Esau's world. You know what I'm saying? That's how it rolls in Esau's world. So let's get into this. It says John Gilbert Getty, the 52-year-old heir to a vast oil fortune, passed away on Friday in San Antonio, Texas. He was discovered unresponsive in a hotel room. Autopsies are yet to come, but no foul play suspected. Gilbert was one of many descendants of J. Paul Getty. Now, let me touch up on that last point. It says no foul play is suspected. Yet, just 5 years ago, the brother had died. What it says right here, it says, let's continue. It says Gilbert was one of many descendants of J. Paul Getty, the oil tycoon who was once the world's richest man. Getty fortune is established to be worth more than $5 billion, but family has been struck by a series of tragedies. A series of tragedies. But it says up here, it says no foul play is suspected. You see what I'm saying? A string of tragedies, that's not something that just randomly happens. You know what I'm saying? The Most High laid it on somebody to take this dude out, man. Let's not act like $5 billion floating in the atmosphere has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? It says John's brother Andrew had died in 2015 while J. Paul Getty III was kidnapped in 1973 and later suffered a stroke. John is survived by his 25-year-old daughter, Ivy Getty, his brothers, Peter and Billy, and his father, Gordon, at age 86. Says John Gilbert Getty, a grandson of billionaire oil tycoon J. Paul Getty, and heir to the estimated $5 billion family fortune, has died at the age 52, and the latest in a long line of tragedies to befall the family. The Getty family confirmed the heir's death on Monday night after he was found unresponsive in a hotel room in San Antonio, Texas on Friday, and paid tribute to an awesome, quote, awesome father and musician who leaves behind a daughter and two brothers. The nature of his death is not yet clear, with an autopsy yet to take place, but foul play is not suspected. With a heavy heart, Gordon Getty announces the death of his son, John Gilbert Getty, said a spokesperson for his composer father. John, his daughter, Ivy Getty, whom he loved beyond measure, and his brothers, Peter and Billy. His brother Andrew predeceased John. John's mother, Ann Gilbert Getty, passed this September. The Most High is just laying all kinds of judgment on this family. John was a talented musician who loved rock and roll. He will be deeply missed. It comes nearly 6 years after John's brother Andrew died in a hemorrhage. He died of a hemorrhage in 2015 with a toxic level of methamphetamine in his system. And only 2 months after the death of their mother Ann, who died from a heart attack at age 70, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's get this, man. Let's get this. So let's start off with the book of Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11. If I can get it real quick. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 28. It says, "He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch." You see what I'm saying? All these individuals, the brothers, the daughters, the mothers, the cousins, and everything like that, this whole family dynasty of the Gettys, they put their trust in what? They put their trust in riches. It says, "He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch." You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing righteous about this family. Ain't nothing righteous about this family. This is Proverbs chapter 15. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 27, it says, "He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house. But he that hateth gifts shall live. But he that hateth gifts shall live. The one that hates, the one that don't care for gifts, he don't care much for gifts. He don't care much for presents and for you know what I'm saying, for things of this world. He don't care much for that. That's the wise man. That's a wise man. That's a wise man. A man that don't really care that much to receive gifts, to receive riches on this side. That's a wise man. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms. Remember, ain't nothing righteous about this family, the Gettys. Nothing is righteous about this family. This is Psalms chapter 73, verse 3. It says, For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Look at this man. Does he not look like he has pride? Does he not look like he has pride in his family's fortune? Right? It says, violence covers them as a garment. Violence. You don't get that far up the chain without some violence in there. Not in this side. Not in this sick society. You don't get that far up without some violence. Without some death. Without some turmoil by your hands. You don't get that far up. Verse 7 says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. Billions. They in the billions. Oh, they ain't got nothing to worry about. They have more than heart could wish. Says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. You see, they look down on people like me. They look down on people like you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. They look down on us. We are the lowlies to them. We are the slaves. We are the undesirables to them. Verse 9, it says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. And they say, How doth God know? How doth power know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? You see what I'm saying? It says, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them, man. What is the cornerstone of their wealth? It's oil. It's oil. How do they get the oil? They extract it from the planet. Or what are they doing? What are they doing to the planet when they extract that oil? What do you do? What happens to any living creature when you extract the living fluid out of it? You see what I'm saying? I don't need to say no more. Oil is supposed to be recycled in the earth. It's not supposed to be extracted. Verse 12, it says, Behold, these are the ungodly. Behold, these are the ungodly. Behold, these are the ungodly. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in this world. They increase in riches. See what I'm saying? Alright. Let me read that again. It says, verse 12. Psalms chapter 73, verse 12, it says, Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. See what I'm saying? So let's go to the book of Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 15. Verse 20. And it says, the wicked man travaileth with pain all his days. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days. And the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. The number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. You understand? This ain't no game, man. The Most High is laying the judgments down. He's laying the judgments down on these suckers. Look at this. It says, the family fortune made by oil tycoon J. Paul Getty is now shared among dozens of descendants. But the family has also been struck by a series of tragedies which has led some to speak of a Getty curse. Verse 21, it says, a dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. What's that dreadful sound in his ears, man? They hearing the prophets out here. They hearing the prophets out here calling forth the sentence. The sentence that judgment is coming their way, man. Judgment is coming for their ass. Verse 22, it says, he believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. He wandereth abroad for bread, saying, where is it? He knoweth that the day of darkness is ready at his hand. Boy, the Most High is laying the destruction and the vengeance down on this family. And let this be an example to these Edomites, man. This is just the start. This is just the start. Understand that these rich individuals, they're gonna be the first in line to be servants, not servants, slaves. Excuse me. They're gonna be the first in line, the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom. That's soon to come. They're gonna be the first. Let's jump down. Let's jump down to verse 29. It says, he shall not be rich. He shall not be rich. Neither shall his substance continue. Neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. So let's go over to Luke. Let's go over to Luke. This is Luke chapter 6. Luke chapter 6 verse 24, it says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Understand, ain't nothing but death and despair for this family. You know what I'm saying? And now pivoting over to these Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. Like I said at the beginning, there's something that's happening among our people, man. Something that's happening among these jakes out here, man. They keep talking about leveling up. They keep talking about get your money right, get your paper, so on and so forth. Let's build here, let's do this, let's give reparations or anything, you know, all that crazy stuff. All that crazy stuff. All that weird talk coming from these people, man. You jakes truly don't understand what time we coming into. We coming into a time of pestilence. We coming into a time of famines. We coming in a time of great mournings. Ain't no time for you to be building in a you know what I'm saying? No time for you to be building inside of a building that's about to be burnt down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's put it in this perspective. You're building a house on a hill that's about to be a part of a landslide real soon. As a matter of fact, let me look that up. Let me look up a landslide. Just get the understanding. Just to get the understanding. You know what I'm saying? Just putting this in perspective. Just putting this in perspective. Think about that. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Now you picturing building a house on the side of a hill that's about to come tumbling down. Think about that. That don't make much sense, does it? That don't make much sense, does it? That don't make much sense. Huh? That don't make much sense. Why would you do that? Why would you do something that stupid? And specifically for these jokers that know that they're Israelites. For these people like HOR, House of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They know that they know who they are. They know what's about to happen in America. But they talk about let's build and let's get something going in Atlanta, Georgia. Think about that. That makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Micah. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Even with the sore destruction. Look at that, man. Why would you build in a place that's about to be demolished? America's about to be absolutely devastated real soon. Absolutely devastated. But we got jokers out here talking about I'm gonna build my paper up. I'm gonna get my credit up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. No. Let me read that again in the book of Luke. Let me go back to the book of Luke. Let's go back to Luke chapter 6. Verse 24, it says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." Now is not the time to be getting into the spirit of gaining riches. No. Now is not the time for that foolishness. Now ain't the time for that. Let's get this. I saw a couple I saw a couple different versions of Luke chapter 6 verse 24. I want to read those. I want to read those for you. It says this is the NIV version. This is the NIV, the New International Version. It says, "But woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort." You see what I'm saying? The Living Translation. "What sorrow awaits you who are rich? For you have only happiness now." Right? For you have your only happiness now. You got your happiness. You got your happiness. That's why 2/3 out here, it's over for them. It's over for them. Because they're not setting their sights to the heavens. They're not setting their sights to New Jerusalem. They're setting their sights to making it here in Babylon the Great. This place that's about to be destroyed, completely decimated. Right? Let me see. Contemporary English version. It says, but you rich people are in for trouble. You have already had an easy life." But you rich people are in trouble. The Getty family? What? But you rich people are in for trouble. You have already had an easy life. And this is a message to you. This is a message to you 2/3 out there, man. That's what we got to do. We still got to give you the message. We still got to give you the warning. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. That's all we can say. We can but give you the warning. That's all we can do. This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. It says, "Then said Yahawah unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High." See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You get your wealth and you get your riches over here on this side. Good for you. For now. But it ain't gonna be good for you later. It ain't gonna be good for you later. You got all these jokers talking about high value men and whatnot, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But when shit hits the fan, when the Most High starts laying this place down with all these curses and all these prophecies start kicking off, we're gonna see how good your money is. We're gonna see how good your money is then. We're gonna see. As a matter of fact, let me get a scripture. Let's go to Proverbs. Yeah, let's go to Proverbs. Back to Proverbs chapter 11. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Riches profit not in the day of wrath." So all these Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, all these jokers talking about, I'm gonna get my paper right, I'm gonna get my stuff together, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my credit together, you know what I'm saying? So I can get me a nice car, nice whip, you know what I'm saying? Nice house, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? So I can live like Esau, so I can live the good life, so I can be whatever, you know what I'm saying? It says riches profit not in the day of wrath. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. But righteousness delivereth from death. The scriptures say, "Blessed are the poor and the meek." The Most High don't give a damn about your status. He don't give a damn about your money. He don't give a damn about your paper. He cares about the meek, the lowly, the faithful, the ones that follow him. not follow Esau, not follow these Edomites. These jokers talking about get your credit to over 700 and whatnot, and you can get the house that you want. Man, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not looking for no house over here, man. I'm looking for straight up mansions, bro. That's going to be given to me by the king. Screw all that, man. I want spiritual power. I don't want no status out here that can be gone in a flash. I don't want that. I don't want riches based off of IOUs and paperback that can be manipulated. No, man. I don't want that. I don't want that. Look at what's coming. Look at what's coming. Death is coming. These troops is coming. Look at it. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Let me go to Zephaniah. Let me go to Zephaniah. Yeah. Let me get some real quick. Alright, let's go to Zephaniah. Chapter 1. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14. It says, the great day of Yahawah is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of Yahawah. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So if the mighty man, if the strong man is gonna be crying there bitterly, if the strong man is gonna be outside his mind, what do you think's gonna happen to you women? You strong, independent women that don't need a man. What do you think's gonna happen to you? A strong man's gonna be outside his mind. He's gonna be losing it. He's going to be petrified. How much more is it going to be for you women? Just saying. Verse 15, it says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. You've all seen the Purge. When they get that siren out, you know what time it is. When they start pulling out that siren, you know what time it is. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahawah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. As the dung, you're gonna see bodies on the floors. You're gonna see bodies in the streets. You're gonna see bodies all over the place. It's gonna be so much you're gonna get numb to it. It's gonna be bodies everywhere. It's gonna be the norm. Welcome to the new norm. Let me say that again. It says, and their blood shall be poured out as dung, as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Verse 18, this is the point. It says, neither shall their silver, nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahawah's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a spitty riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Your money, your paper, your credit ain't gonna do shit for you. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. See what I'm saying? Esau's losing his kingdom, and you trying to build in this kingdom that's about to be destroyed. That's how stupid you jokers are, man. That's how stupid you jakes are, man. And y'all 2/3 is about to be demolished. I want to cut that there, man. I want to say, call halal, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Yahawashi. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Yahawah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Shalom.